Hey there, I'm Corbin Fraser, steering the ship through the vast, turbulent seas of the cryptoverse. Welcome back to another electrifying edition of the Bitcoin.com weekly update. This week, we're navigating through the choppy waters of government interventions, the unyielding spirit of innovation, and the undeniable power of self-custody in the face of adversity. So from the heart of South America to the bustling streets of Nigeria, we're covering it all. Governments are making moves, some trying to put on the brakes of crypto's energy consumption, while others are grappling with the implications of digital currencies on their financial systems. And in the midst of all of this, the crypto community continues to innovate, pushing the boundaries of what's possible and providing a lifeline to those caught up in the crossfire of all of this chaotic economic turmoil. Let's jump to our first story. It's a bit of a story as old as time, especially if you've been in the crypto space long enough. It's a good old-fashioned Bitcoin and crypto mining ban. So this time coming out of everyone's favorite landlocked South American nation of Paraguay. So a bill introduced on April 3rd aims to put a pause on the operation and setup of cryptocurrency mining farms in Paraguay, claiming illegal miners are causing blackouts. And get this, they're even eyeing a stop to the storage and commercialization of virtual assets. So for context, that means you can't hold crypto in any commercial capacity in Paraguay, at least until there's a law regulating those types of activities. So it sounds to me like a total ban on crypto. And according to the bill, this is about giving fair power access to all Paraguayans. Now, I must admit the details are still a bit murky from where we're standing, but governments do have a knack for pointing fingers at Bitcoin and crypto whenever there's like a weird hiccup. And the claim here is that Bitcoin miners are to blame for all blackouts in Paraguay, a country which has one of the world's largest hydroelectric facilities. So, I can't help but wonder, is this really about Bitcoin, or could they, it's maybe the miners are just being like a scapegoat for some deeper issues with their grid. Kind of hard to say, but maybe I'm being a bit cynical. It does seem like a classic case of blaming the crypto boogeyman, though, for, potentially broader infrastructure problems. But let's stay tuned at how this narrative unfolds and what it means for the global conversation around energy consumption and regulatory landscape for crypto. We're going to move to the next story here. From Paraguay all the way to El Salvador, we witness a different kind of challenge. So this, the nation's bold move to embrace Bitcoin as legal tender, it's been clashing with the international powers that be, the international financial institutions. So the International Monetary Fund, or the IMF, is expressing hesitancy to extend credit to El Salvador, citing the nation's Bitcoin law as a stumbling block. According to reports, the IMF is demanding changes to the country's posture on Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies before it considers extending a $1.4 billion credit line for expediting public debt payments and other obligations. So El Salvador's stand on Bitcoin is more than just a financial policy. It's a statement of sovereignty and a belief in the transformative power of crypto. Of course, when you take a bold statement like that, the incumbents aren't exactly fans of it. And but what they do like, and pretty much what the IMF is designed to do, is maintain control of that financial system, of the status quo, where the US dollar reigns supreme and where developing countries remain in this like unending spiral of debt. So El Salvador, I wouldn't hold your breath on that IMF loan. Might be waiting a while. Pivoting to the events unfolding in Nigeria, where Binance executives remain behind bars over money laundering charges. Tigran Gambarian has been detained by Nigerian authorities for nearly 6 weeks now, and it seems he won't be getting out anytime soon. A Nigerian judge has dismissed Gambarian's plea for release on the grounds that he didn't have decision-making power at Binance. The judge has ordered that Gambarian be detained at a prison in Abuja to await trial. Now, backing up here to provide some context, Nigeria's currency, the lira, has been in free fall for like the last year. It's been dropping something like 50% in the first quarter of 2024 alone. So unsurprisingly, a growing percentage of the population is turning to Bitcoin and crypto as a bit of a life raft. And actually at Bitcoin.com, we've been seeing this in our data for several years now. Nigerians have been like the fastest growing user segment of the Bitcoin.com wallet app for months. They also now consistently represent the second highest number of total installs each month after the United States. So anyways, the Nigerians, they're turning to crypto as a bit of a way to escape their failing currency and all these capital controls, and the government, of course, is unsurprisingly lashing out. So you may be wondering, like, how come no one at Bitcoin.com has been arrested in Nigeria, and why aren't Bitcoin.com wallet Why aren't they being hunted down like these Binance account holders are? And the answer is very simple. It's self-custody. So our app is really just it's just software that empowers you to directly interact with the Bitcoin network and other blockchain networks. You don't need to provide your ID, and in order to use the app, there's no centralized account. It's just you interacting with the blockchain, and this means that governments have no obvious place to attack. So your crypto is held with you, not in some central server somewhere that's run by a company that they can knock on the door and say, hey, we want all of that user's crypto. We want you to shut them down. But with Binance, they have that, and they can go after the executives, and they can shut down the exchange, and they can seize all those assets. So this is a big part of why we do what we do. It's not always easy taking this like self-custody first route, but as demonstrated by what's happening in Nigeria and several other places around the world, it's definitely worth it. So with inflation ravaging growing portions of the world, let's take a look at an innovative project that by providing more accurate data aims to bring the clarity needed to help keep things in check. So in a world where accurate, up-to-date economic information can be hard to come by, Triflation is paving the way for a future where this data is not just available, but also actionable, empowering users and developers alike. So this move has the potential to revolutionize how we interact with financial data, making it a crucial step towards a more informed and empowered financial future. Triflation has launched the TRUF token, now trading on global exchanges like MEXC, Gate.io, and KuCoin. The Triflation Stream network, powered by the TRUF token, aims to provide real-time economic data, integrating this vital information into decentralized financial applications. So for context, when the government reports the inflation numbers, you got to take them a bit with a grain of salt. They're not exactly going to tell the truth all the time. They don't want to share all the bad news with people. And this is where independent sources like Triflation come in and provide real-time, third-party, oracleized data, and provide this like alternative inflation number that in many ways is much more accurate reflection of what is happening in different regions around the world. So now let's talk about deBridge and their visionary journey towards decentralizing governance with the launch of the deBridge token, which is coming very soon. So imagine a bridge that connects all these different like islands of value across all of the different crypto space, allowing the free flow and exchange without barriers. That's what deBridge is crafting. It's a bridge for the DeFi ecosystem that deserves nothing less than brilliance. With the introduction of deBridge points, the platform is not just rewarding its community, but also handing over the reins of governance, empowering those who are truly invested in the future of DeFi. So this initiative by deBridge is a testament to the power of community in the blockchain world. It's not just about creating a platform, it's about building a community-driven ecosystem where every user has a voice. So if you were a deBridge user and you swapped on DLN or deBridge, you may have some points there, and of course those points may entitle you to a portion of their token that is coming out very soon. So as we see platforms like deBridge lead with innovation and inclusivity, it's clear that the future of DeFi, and indeed all of crypto, lies in empowering users. So these developments are the building blocks of a future where finance is open, accessible, and democratic. So jumping over to the lawmen, we're going to talk about democracy, and we're going to talk about maybe some good news here. So today's recap with a story about government officials working to legislatively protect and embrace Bitcoin and crypto. So U.S. Congressman Patrick McHenry has called Bitcoin unstoppable and is championing 2 bills aimed at cementing the U.S.'s position as a leader in the digital asset space. The Fit for the 21st Century Act and the Clarity for Payment Stablecoins Act proposed to bring much needed clarity and regulation, paving the way for innovation and security in the crypto domain, which is always good to see. So that wraps up this week's journey through the dynamic and ever-evolving world of crypto. From Paraguay's legislative maneuvers and Nigeria's legal entanglements to the groundbreaking innovations that continue to fuel our march towards a decentralized future, it's clear that the path of Bitcoin and crypto is both challenging and exhilarating. So as we look ahead, let's continue to champion the values of decentralization, privacy, self-sovereignty. Stay informed, stay engaged. Most importantly, stay resilient to the face of whatever comes our way. The only guarantee in Bitcoin and in crypto is a lot of chaos. It's a revolutionary idea, and certainly always find new, fresh, exciting news to talk about. So don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and we'll see you guys next week. Thanks.